Devlin here with you, and welcome to Devlin's Pirate Radio Show. It's pretty bad when you actually forget the name of your show. Maybe it's time to change it. Anyhow, I am here. I'm very excited. This has been a long week. I've been trying to put this show together, and everything's been falling apart. But tonight I finally get to record it, and I'm not alone. I have a familiar friend to this show. Some of you are just going to go nuts when I say his name. Others will say, oh, fuck, not him again. I personally am one of the ones who love having him here. I was so excited when he said he could do it. You know all about him. I'm not going to introduce. And if you haven't, go listen to his other episodes, because that will tell you. I have got the lovely, talented, sexy-eyed Andrew Hops here with me today.
Hi, Devlin. Thank you. Last time
you screamed.
Screamed,
you're very
and
subdued.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
And I was also holding on to my testicles. And
it wasn't me.
Well, someone was holding on to them. Let's be honest. There's 4 hands here and 2 balls. No, 4 balls. Sorry.
Giving away my secret. I've been neutered.
Sorry, but yeah, I remember thinking I won't scream this time. I'll just come in like a soft puppy.
Did you listen to that episode and think that was a weird opening?
Well, I listened to the episode thinking I shouldn't scream because it was like such a but you know what? I've done worse than screaming.
No, it's always a lot of fun when you're here. We always have a good time. I just like hanging with you. So when you agreed to come do the show, we work things out. This is usually later than when I do it. Lately I've been doing shows in the morning, afternoon, and this is a late night one, but...
Yeah, this one, who knows what's going to happen on this one.
And what...
A PG-13 episode.
With us?
With us.
I find that hard to believe.
It's a PG-16.
You'll be happy to know that on iTunes we are listed as adult listings, so we
really?
can talk about anything, yeah.
Oh, I'll have to use my sultry voice.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about everything on this show. Not us, but...
In general.
We have.
Yeah, we've covered the gamut.
But we went there, yeah.
Yeah.
When you say dick piercing, that's pretty big.
When you say dick piercings, I can't help but think of my old friend, Adam Ball. No, I don't know that. Sorry.
Tonight is totally off the cuff. We decided... I always have wanted to do episodes where we just come in and talk about whatever we want. Now, I do have some things we can talk about if we run out of stuff. But you and I never do. We don't see each other, and then when we do, we catch up. So tonight we're going to take some breaks, but we can talk about anything. And then I thought, oh my God, I'm opening the door to Andrew Hops and me. This could be bad. We promise this won't be an hour of flirting.
Well, we can't promise that.
No. You're easy to flirt with.
What was I kept saying something many times last time, I think, on the last show or the show before that. I kept saying, erection. Remember we even pulled up, was it the first episode?
Yeah, I think so. It could be. I can't remember.
The erection whistle?
Well, you kept mentioning that neighbor from your parents.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I forgot her name with the painting.
I won't, yeah.
Yeah, don't go, because she's...
GK. Well, that's the initial.
Right.
GK.
Yeah, and then erection might have been coming out. There was a word, but I can't...
I'm pretty sure it was erection.
But we'll hopefully find some new words to talk about.
Oh, my vocabulary is grown, much like...
Well, you're a writer. You should have a huge... vocabulary to match your feet, I was going to say.
Well, my vocabulary kind of goes in and out. Like, no, it does. It really does. It goes in and out of...
I'm always thinking everything dirty with you. I'm trying to be a professional right now. I have a coloring page now. I have to be taken seriously.
Coloring page?
You never heard about this?
No.
If you go to my blog spot... I talked about, that new trend of coloring.
Oh, adult coloring books.
Adult coloring,
yeah.
I wish it was adult coloring books, like, adult pictures and stuff. But, so anyway, I talked about the trends, right? And how it's kind of cool and, So I went to Corda and said, can we make me a coloring page?
That's so awesome.
And Mike was the one who found a lot of sites that do it, and then she changed it. And so on that episode, I actually had you go to the blog spot, you can actually color me.
Now, is that from a photo they take?
I have a photo with me and a puppet dog. And they stripped it down, and she actually colored me. It was weird when I saw it, because it looked like I drank a lot of Kool-Aid, because my lips were incredibly red.
I would love if someone made a coloring book of me.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll get a coloring page of you, too.
That'd be great.
Us doing something together.
Something adults only do.
Devlin coloring book and my many friends.
It's funny, adult coloring thing came out of like nowhere, but then it's like it's everywhere.
I know.
And I was like, holy shit! It's like, wow, it's amazing.
I know. It's these weird things that come up. Would you color to relax? What do you do to relax?
What don't I do to relax?
Well, you're a busy guy. You're always on the run. What do you do? I
love to take a bath. I am a big bather.
So did you hear my bath episode?
No.
You never heard me. That's how, remember.
Well, I saw the photo of you in the bath.
There's a segment of me talking in the bathtub.
I ever tell you about...
Next time you take a bath, get that on your thing, and it'll be like we're taking a bath together.
God,
you had a story.
Well, no, it's all right. I had an idea, and we had a location to shoot it with, and it was basically interviews in the bathtub, and I was going to have just guests on interviewing them in the bathtub.
That's awesome.
What was it called? Elvis would know. My friend Elvis. Not Elvis Presley.
Yeah, he talks to Elvis Presley.
I talked to Elvis Presley. But, and we had like a whole segment thought where like, on the bottom of the screen it would start flashing splash fight, and then we'd have like a splash fight.
That's lovely.
And have musical guests in the tub. Like, it was like a whole thing that we did, but we never shot it. We ended up bringing it to fruition.
Well, nice. So check out my segment.
I will, definitely.
Yeah, no, when I got that recorder, I just, I wasn't playing with my recorder in the bathroom.
Yes, you were.
It was interesting because when I posted that picture of me in the tub, I got a lot of responses. One, because of my cool bath toys that I had there, and two, because of my tits. But I think the bath toys were winning.
I'm excited to listen to this episode.
Well, it's not that exciting. It was the most unrelaxing bath I had because I kept yelling.
Electrocute yourself?
No, it was sitting on the toilet, like with the lid closed. It wasn't just floating in a rubber ducky or something. And then I was just like constantly making sure that they could hear me. So I was just like, so I'm in the bathtub right now. And all I talked about was stories about the bathtub. So I just thought maybe I'd get something profound, because as you said, you like baths. I love
baths.
You don't hear a lot of men nowadays admit to taking a bath.
Well, they probably smell, so they're not taking baths.
I like getting all my crevices, and I don't feel I get that in the shower.
It's funny. Once I don't do this anymore. I do write in the bathtub, but
How do you write in the bathtub?
Well, handwrite. I bring a notepad with me, and I'll do like handwriting.
But where do you place it? Outside of the tub, or?
I have one place where I can put this. No,
do you have a cock like an easel?
I do. Good old Easel Cock was my nickname in college. I couldn't go anywhere. Hey, is that Easel Cock?
Easel Cock. I love that name.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're writing in the bathtub.
Well, but then, so before I started handwriting in the bathtub, I once brought my laptop in the bathtub, but it was running out of battery, and then so I plugged it in. And I put it on the side, and then I'm typing, and then I'm thinking, wait a minute, if this thing fucking falls on the tub, I'm gonna be dead.
It took you that long to figure that out?
Well, it's not a toaster, right? You always see toasters, right? So it's like,
how is
I'm
a
not making
toaster?
toast.
But how many people die of that?
I don't know.
Do you make toast?
I assume it's, why just a toaster?
I don't know. I think somebody one time killed themselves with a toaster, and it became the thing.
Well, anyways,
but you can't get two appliances, the tub and the toaster, in two different places.
No, that's true.
But no, I think of the laptop like that. I even thought that little mic recorder could, and I don't think it would.
No, I don't think so. I've dropped my phone in the tub before, a couple times. I've had to.
Were you talking? Have you ever talked to me while you were in the tub?
No, but I have talked to some people. I like talking to them when I'm in the tub.
Do you?
Yeah, I love it. Tub talk with Andrew.
Well, yeah, I would just be imagining you, and it would be hard.
So we want to talk.
You showed me a picture of you in the tub, so you
right,
do
that was
good.
Listen,
sorry, was that a secret? Was I not supposed to let anyone know?
No, I don't give a shit.
There was not a lot of bubbles in it, but the bits were covered. I don't want anyone to be. Oh my God, he saw Andrew Hops' bits.
Well, who hasn't seen my bits, let's be honest.
Me? Hands up here. I'd know if I saw an easel cock.
I was in the tub before here. I was really cold. I worked outside a little bit, and I was really cold, so I'm like, I'm going to take a bath. And I took a bath.
Where?
In my bathtub. Oh, my... Where else would I take a bath?
You said you took a bathtub here.
No.
Okay, I'm saying, when did you take a bath at my house? Did you just drop by one day? Yeah, go ahead.
If you're giving me the option to take, I'll take a bath in your bathtub.
Okay.
I don't.
When I do my news show,
People are in my bathtub. Who's been in my bathtub?
Really, you would do that?
Yeah, I would.
Oh my! Because people recognize my bathtub. It's famous now.
Well, I'm gonna get in there and get my little cheeks in there. And squeeze my little cheeks.
I don't like the way you say that. My little cheeks.
My goal is to be in as many people's bathtubs as I know. I can count on my hand how many people's bathtubs I've been in. And if you're listening to this, I might have been in your tub. You might not know it yet.
They're checking for hair right now.
Well, checking for something.
Okay, we should move on. I'm getting hot again. How come we always hit topics that were like, always get me kind of hot?
Well, that's the way I roll.
Well, you just suck back your drink.
I
You
have
must
no
be
more
hot.
water left, yeah.
I'll get you some more at the
That's
break.
okay,
That's
no.
why we do breaks.
No, right.
So we're talking about things you do when you relax. You
Right, no,
take
well,
baths,
so I
you
take
write.
baths, I write, I walk. I enjoy, I'm a big walker.
Yeah.
And a bike ride. I haven't rode a bike in a while, but I did used to like riding bikes. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Have an eyebrow piercing?
I did, but
Did
it's
I know
gone.
you when?
You did. You knew me only from the eyebrow. This is actually probably the first time you've seen me without one.
I was about to say you got
Yeah.
a big hole. See, when he talks, I just look at the beautiful face.
Oh,
and
thank
stuff.
you.
Oh, sorry. I
No, that's
touched
okay.
it.
That's okay.
And then I just noticed you got
Yeah.
like a little hole. You want me to touch it? Yeah.
I
Is it something you can put back in, or are you just trying to get
no,
rid of
I took it out. I've had it for about 5 years, and now it's just like,
Is this the first time I've seen you without it?
yeah, this is
Because I've been looking at you thinking something's different, but I think it's your hair is grown out.
Something's different. His hair's grown out. Sorry, I was very.
This is
musical.
world class talk here.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Everybody's on. No, I love it. I love that we're just talking about anything. But
But yeah, no, I took it out about a month ago, and it was just I used to highlight my hair. I used to have like pretty blonde hair, and it was just one of those things. I was like, okay, it's just I kind of grew out of it, and this one just I was like, no more.
so you're done with the eyebrow?
I think
here.
so.
Does that mean you're becoming an adult?
Oh, no.
Because there's a lot of older people that are now getting like nose piercings
Yeah.
and stuff. But
No, I mean it's just one of those things. Like it was like I saw myself, and I'm like, well, I'm 31. You know, like
oh, so old.
so old. Look at my beard. Like I look like a wolf. You know, part wolf.
Are you growing it out? You like that?
No, I mean I shaved just before I got here.
You shave before you go?
No.
You're screwing with me now. And not in a good way.
Well, no, and I don't know. It's just a change, a little friendly change.
Now, one of the last times we were here, you were a big Ghostbusters fan. You still are, I'm guessing. I've seen your toys now. Like,
Yeah.
you had your pictures up.
Yeah, I still a huge.
Are you a big fan of the new trailer for the Ghostbusters, ladies? Yeah, we're allowed to talk about it.
Well, you know something?
Because you said you were excited about the movie.
I'm
when you
excited, and I'm not against this trailer. I thought it was funny. It had its moments. A little kind of like slapstick humor, but it wasn't bad. The graphics were cool,
said-
funny.
The graphics I thought were phenomenal.
By the way, little known fact. Did you know did you ever watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah, I've watched episodes of it, yeah.
First season, she had a teacher named Mr. Poole.
That sounds familiar.
That's Paul Feig, who's...
Is it really?
Yeah, I was
Oh.
like, freak, he looks so... Anyway, that's the
Yeah, no, that's a good trivia. People want little trivia bits.
Who is Paul Feig? Mr. Poole. All right.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, everything looks...
everything
like,
looks beautiful.
the director, I was not the biggest fan of the trailer. But I love everything about this movie that I really want to give this a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance. You know what? Here's my problem with this whole reboot. I'm okay with the female cast. I'm great with that. But are they ignoring the complete history from the other movies, which I believe they are?
Well, they make it sound like this is a reboot, which means that, yes, this is their own thing.
Yeah.
But do you notice what the trailer did?
Well, the trailer had quite a few nods to the film,
Which is fine. In a reboot, you can do. But the very beginning,
they showed the original.
30 years ago.
Well, in the very beginning, there was a big effing mistake.
What?
4 scientists. I'm sorry, I love Winston Zeddemore, but he wasn't a scientist. Winston Zeddemore was not a scientist. Anyway.
But they say 30 years ago, 4 scientists saved New York.
Yeah.
That's misleading. That is basically trying to get people who don't know Ghostbusters lore to think that this is a continuation. Yeah. Because you don't put in a reboot, hey, back in the past, you're trying to be, this is our version, that's theirs. But because they put that, I was very disappointed that they're misleading audience goers to think that this is a continuation.
And, this is where my problem is. Like, I'm okay with them rebooting the franchise. It's just, to ignore completely all the characters. Like, I'm having a hard time getting on board with that. I really am.
Yeah.
Like, and it's
but you'll be a supporter.
I'm gonna go. I'm excited to go. I'm excited.
So in the summer you get to wear shorts so people see your leg.
Fuck yeah! I'm gonna wear a thong. People will see my ghost.
Can I go to this movie with you?
Of course you can. No, I'm excited. I am excited. I'm gonna give it full support, which I would hope it would get.
You might get some cool toys out of it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there will be.
Slimer was in it. That was good. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I saw it.
Yeah,
but
I'm talking to the audience. I know it sounds like we're just talking to ourselves, but
it's just like if you rebooted, let's say, I don't know, Star Wars. I mean, I've never seen Star Wars. Here's a little known fact, a little trivia about me. If ever you want to do Andrew's trivia, that comes with a coloring picture of me. I've never seen Star Wars, but I do know the principal characters and
sure.
And I know the
hard
story.
Not to,
yeah,
right?
it's everywhere. Sorry, I was going to clean my throat. If they rebooted Star Wars, which they kind of have, but they completely ignored the characters from the original, fans would be up in arms. Would they
absolutely. All female cast.
All female cast. And I'm okay with the all female cast. I mean,
it's bad that I love all the females in this movie, but I'm still looking forward to Chris Hemsworth more than...
He's very funny. Actually, did you see the international trailer?
I actually liked that one a little bit better.
It was a little bit funnier. Yeah. It had a little bit more of Chris Hemsworth.
It is a little shticky, though. Like, it does come off. The movie looks like, ooh, gag, which the first one did, but there was a story. There was characters. But it didn't come off as like, oh, look, I'm having trouble opening a door. Like,
I know.
Really? This is what Christina Wigg is
you're
doing with somebody as talented as that?
Melissa McCarthy, she's very talented.
Yeah, I loved her in Spy and a couple of her Bridesmaids.
But I hope it's not one of those, like, Melissa McCarthy-esque characters that she always plays, where it's always like, you know what I mean? It's almost like, it's like, okay.
I think it is just from the trailer.
I think it is too, and I'm like, oh god, like.
How about her head twisting around? Did they do anything like that in the first Ghostbusters? Like, because that you can't physically do that, but remember in the.
I can.
Can you?
I can.
No, not that head.
Oh, not that. Okay, well, no, not.
No, but I was thinking, I don't remember like them having like. Doing body things that you can't physically do.
That's what Ursula would say. Well, the only one I can think of is from the first one was Sigourney Weaver when she floats up and then she kind of like she's with Bill Murray.
Yeah.
When he goes over and like she kind of like just floats up in the air and then like flips over on top of him and it's just like hovering
but she's
over.
Floating. Her body's not doing stuff that physically. You cannot survive.
Yeah, no.
Her head spins around, which physically you cannot have happen.
Yeah.
Or at least I don't think you can.
I don't think.
It happened in The Exorcist when we bought it, so.
Another little Ghostbuster nugget, and I'll lay off on a minute. There is, if you watch closely, there is the scenes that take place in the original firehouse.
Really?
They're where they're looking at the equipment and stuff. That green, that's the original firehouse.
Nice.
So I'm thinking, well, maybe there is a connection. So I don't know. Like, I mean, no one knows until the actual thing is going to get released, right? So.
And we will find out this summer.
I hope I get reinvited. I get invited back.
It's a movie. They will. Oh yeah. Well,
talk about
you think this is your farewell. We'll talk about anything.
I hope not.
I would like to work with you on like lots of projects if I could, but I know you're very in demand.
I'm very in demand.
Because we just became like 1 year Facebook friends. Isn't that weird that we actually have anniversaries now for that?
That's great.
And I feel like whenever I think of projects, like I tell you, I always see you're so busy, and I'm like, no, I don't want to call him with that project because I feel we still don't know each other that well.
Call on me, Devlin. No,
Okay.
sorry, I'll stop with my music.
No, this is free for all.
Oh, that's right.
And believe it or not, we're already done the first segment.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow, that went fast.
Yeah, Bathtubs, Ghostbusters,
What's
begging me to work on projects. What could go next?
What could go next?
Anyhow, yeah, we are going to take a small break and we'll play a song that we're allowed to play.
All right.
I'd ask you if you have a favorite song, but then I'd hate that I throw one on and then I find out I can't play it because they'll sue my ass.
Savage Garden, baby.
Savage Garden?
Tears for Fears, yo.
Okay, so we'll look for something like that.
Okay.
The Rome came on at Value Village the other day by B-52s, and I thought of you. So.
God, I love that song.
Okay, we'll look for one of those artists that you said. So that
wonderful.
was awesome.
Or I'll take that song, too.
Okay. You want it all, don't you?
I want it all!
All right, we'll be back after this break. And we're back, and if you just joined us, I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Andrew Hops. I told you were actually... This is your third time here. Nobody's had a third, so...
Well,
You've jumped into the lead. Not that I put my co-host in competition.
No, I'm in the lead. I am in the lead.
Yeah, apparently you do.
I'm in the lead. This is exciting.
I was thinking of doing a game show where I put like 3 of my former co-hosts and see how well they know me.
It's like the Survivor? Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like Win Gets Eliminated.
Survivor? Oh, if you guys want to go around shirtless and try to like do events.
I'll do that.
You know, carry me in a wheelbarrow or something.
No, it'd be great. I'm up for it. I always enjoy coming here.
Are you an outdoorsy man?
Yeah, I enjoy the outdoors.
Did you ever mention you like camping? Or
yeah, well, Brandy took me camping for the first. I'd never been camping before, and it's fun. It is an enjoyable experience.
Is this like tent camping or like this like in a cottage with like luxuries? And...
No. It's like tent camping. Yeah, like trees.
You look great right now. You'd look awesome camping because you got the rugged.
People would be like, is that like some kind of hillbilly man?
Yeah, is that right?
No, that's what I was going for. In my mind, wouldn't
hillbilly man? Yeah. No, you've got like,
is that hillbilly
you have
man?
more facial hair than I've ever seen.
Yeah, no.
Did you grow it out just for me?
Well, this was my Devlin beard. You know how people grow playoff beards, like when their hockey teams or something are in the
So you
playoffs?
said I'm going to let it grow until Devlin invites me back on the show.
Yeah, I can finally shave.
You knew I was going to call you eventually.
Oh yeah.
It's just I'm so in demand that everybody wants to do this show now.
Hey, I'm glad to get invited back. So thank you for having me.
That's
are you a camping? Will we talk about? Are you a camping?
I like the concept of it, but when I was younger, this isn't even like rugging it, but rugging that's not the word, is it?
Rugging it. I think
Roughing it.
I think rugging it is another.
See, I don't even get the camping
My knees
word.
hurt right now, but I won't get into why those hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, roughing it is the word I was looking for, not rugging it. What? See, so when I was younger, I used to go with this family camping. Now, they had a camper. They had a camper, but it was one of those tent campers that they open up, and then you have beds and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's the closest to roughing it. And I liked it, but I was a wussy kid. I was a little kid, and I was, like, homesick, like, probably, like, 2 blocks away from the home, and then some sad song came on the radio, and I'm already like, can't tell them I want to go back! But I wound up having a great time. It's weird back in the days where you could just go with another family for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. That would be normal.
Yeah, but yeah, I like the concept, but I don't like, like bugs or sleeping. I think if I was with somebody...
sleeping.
No, but, like sleeping in a tent.
Oh, yeah.
I like the concept of it, but I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I always had an idea for a reality show, where you take a guy who really knows camping, and then, like, me, like a gay guy who doesn't really like it, and the show would be called Camp. Because I'd be camp, like, hello, and then the other guy was camping, and we go on adventures together, but I don't think it would last, because I'd totally, be like, okay, get me out of here. But isn't that a great idea for reality? That's totally going to be a reality show now, and I've totally, given away my...
I feel like almost anything now is is or will be eventually, like some kind of reality show. Like you watch so much stuff, and it's like I'm obsessed with. Well, my wife and I were both obsessed with Bar Rescue. If you watch Bar Rescue,
What's Bar Rescue?
Oh, it's this basically this guy who goes into like a bar somewhere in the States that's like faltering. It's gonna go under.
Oh,
and like
okay.
he basically goes in. It's kind of like Chef Ramsay's, I guess.
Yeah, we did the kitchens, and the hotels,
and like he always like he just turns it around, and like it's entertaining to see like what kind of.
It's amazing how you can get addicted to those reality shows because I never liked Gordon Ramsay, and then I actually watched some of his shows, and I became like I love the guy. He's just phenomenal. I totally do him. But the hotel one was weird, but I liked it. But the weird part about the hotel one was in every episode there was a shot of him coming out of the shower. Like, I'm so proud of my body that you're going to see at least one where he's like, and I'm like, there he is. He's out of the shower again, you know. But yeah, so yeah, that Bar Rescue sounds great because we used to like the kitchen. I forgot. He has so many shows. I can never. It's like Kitchen
Rescue. Kitchen. I don't know.
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen.
No,
yeah,
that's not it either.
No.
Anyhow, the one where they save restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they go in and find like roaches and.
See, I'd like to do one where you basically just go into someone's house and just like throw it all like, oh, this is no, you just like throw their house all this shit and then like it's like house rescue.
It's funny when we come up with these ideas. I'd like to rescue people, just go into their house and get out more, you know, and stuff.
I guess that's kind of like intervention, but you can have like a weird cross between intervention and like a rescue, like a bar rescue.
How about if I just like move in with people for a week, and I really just try to push their button? Just I don't push their button. Like I just do everything that you hate when you get a house guest.
Bathtub rescue. That could be your thing.
Well, I run in and throw dinghies on people and
just fucking flip their shit, like throw their.
That's a different show altogether.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, bathtub rescue.
You know, ever since I was a kid, even before reality shows, one of my loves is, surprise I'm doing a podcast, I've always wanted to be a DJ.
Oh, really?
Even everything I do.
DJ name? Did you have a DJ name?
No, I don't really have a DJ name. I use Devlin for everything.
Okay.
Pretty much. That's my go-to name. But basically, I always wanted to do a live remote radio show where you go into people's homes and you play a music selection out of their albums or their cassettes or things, and all you can play is what they have. And you just randomly go into people's homes. And
you know what?
Lawrence Welk! I guess we got him going.
But and then you kind of do it where you interview them, and you'd be like, why is this,
definitely.
like, what is this, like, why did you have this, or, yeah.
I'm doing a new segment on the show now called Soundtrack of My Life. I blatantly stole it from a magazine where I ask people, what their first song they fell in love with and stuff like that. It's kind of like the Topics Teaserama we've done before.
Right, yeah.
But this is more getting to know people. It's not, it's about actually my guest. I have to listen to my guest. It's not about me.
Oh.
Except I did Soundtrack of My Life. I interviewed myself, basically. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good to change it up.
Well, that's good. So I like that you're a fan of reality shows. You are a writer. Because a lot of writers don't like reality shows. But I think good television and stuff is coming back. So
yeah, I think so.
I think when reality came out, they were getting nervous because every night of the week they had American Idol, then you'd have Amazing Race, Survivor. But now it seems to even American Idol's coming to an end now. And
now it's there is some great television out there. Like you watch TV and you're like, wow, that's why a lot of actors, like well-known actors that are doing television now, because it's recurring too, right? So it's like that constant paycheck too.
Yeah, you're seeing. Yeah, there was a time where you were considered washed up if you went to TV. Now it's like, Colin Farrell's on True Detective, or Woody Harrelson. Halle Berry did a TV series, so now it's
really?
she was in a science fiction one called Extinct or something. I can never say it. Not Skank, Extinct.
Okay.
Extant? I don't know. Huh. This is the guy who said rugging.
Right.
I can't rug it, so, but yeah, so I guess but I like reality shows because sometimes you don't want to think.
Yeah, well, that's what's good about reality TV. You just put it on and you kind of turn off a few, buttons in your head, and it's just like, you just
it
stare,
really is.
It's like, and then you kind of okay. You don't have to really invest anything into it because you're like, oh, well, fuck, it's a reality show, right? Another one that my wife really likes is Ink Master. So it's about people getting the tattooing one. So she really likes that one.
Well, that's artistry.
But it's always on Tuesday nights, and I'm always doing improv. So I don't.
You don't tape it, watch it.
Nah. No be taping.
You like to watch it live?
Exactly.
A live tattoo show, that would be good. If they fuck up, you're like, oh, fuck.
I think you should have a musical podcast.
Just all musical?
You have to sing everything.
No, that's not happening. I can sing, don't get me wrong.
So, it could happen.
I was thinking of trying a karaoke thing.
Yeah?
Where we put, like, you know how YouTube has the lyric videos and they have karaoke things? And having people, like, sing. But I don't think that would be great.
It'll be good.
I don't know, it could be different.
So back to,
Okay, sorry.
I just remembered, for camping, you would go with another family, right?
When I was a kid. My parents wouldn't camp, are you kidding?
No. But would you, now, present day Devlin, PDD.
Okay.
Would you go camping?
I would have to really think about it. No, I'm not being an asshole, but I would.
Yeah.
Why, you asked me to go camping with you? I'm sure Brandy would love the next time you go camping. Oh, by the way, we're picking up Devlin. He hates camping.
I'll just hide you in a luggage.
You need a big luggage. A big luggage. There's good talk. A trunk. Why do we have a steamer trunk going out?
Don't ask.
No, it would take a lot. Yeah. I'd probably have to be tempted.
Okay.
I'm joking. I need, like, you gotta tell me specifics here.
Oh, well, I don't have any specifics.
I want to be more adventurous, but at my age, it's hard to be more adventurous. Do you know what I mean?
But, what would you consider, like, you're going out on the town tomorrow.
I'm going to my eye doctor.
Well, that's out on the town.
I'm going to teach improv.
That's out on the town.
Yeah, but it's all places I've been before.
But, hey, maybe
somebody
you'll be
walking.
Somebody
my eye out. I can wear an eye patch for teaching improv, right?
But you could, like, be walking,
yeah.
Hey, I'm going to the optometrist. And then you turn right instead of turning left into the building, and you've got a whole new adventure.
Well, that's true. Every time you step out the door, there's an adventure. But downtown doesn't scare me. Like, I hear people like, oh, I don't want to go downtown because it's...
Oh, I don't find it scary.
Hamilton gets a bad rep for their downtown.
Yeah, that's true.
But see, I'm not feeling it there. But, yeah, camping, I'd really need to know the specifics. Because even when I go up to, like, Mike's parents' cottage, I enjoy it. But I always am thinking... Because it can get a little boring there. I won't lie. I know they're not listening. But... you meet with them, you get together, his mom's passed now, and then, sadly, because they're so isolated, you hear the same stories over and over again. And I always think, this would be really great if I had, like, a whole bunch of friends up here, or
that'd be nice.
Crank my music, the way, what I want to hear type thing. So, I don't know, you've never seen me, like, pack for just, like, a night over at, like, a hotel. I have to have I'm ready for everything. Like, like, literally, when we go to the cottage, I sometimes have, like, a nice... Mike's like, why you... it's not like we're going to go out on the town or something. You never know. I might be meeting somebody and they say, you want to come over to our cottage? And I want to make sure if I could get a suit, I'd have that there. Because I'm just like, no, I'm not coming over just in regular clothes. I want to, some really nice dressed up shirt. So I would do that.
It's funny, when I first went camping with Brandy, we went to where was it? Anyways, it doesn't matter. It was past offshore somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think we probably spent half the time at the campsite, and then the other half I love to explore. Like, I love driving to new places.
I love that. Driving. I used to love my sister-in-law, Cheryl. She used to love to just drive in any direction, and we didn't even know where we're going.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's great. And then, like, I love cemeteries, too.
I do, too.
I think they're so interesting.
Yes.
They're so beautiful.
I find them very peaceful.
So peaceful and so, like, they just got stories to them, right? Everyone has a story there that's there. How they got there. And it just...
It'd be awesome if they wrote right on the thing how they died.
Oh, I'd love that.
I would too.
I would read every one of them.
Choked on his own vomit, stuff like that. Electrocuted with toaster in the bed. See how I brought it around? Oh, that's my improv.
Electrocuted
that brings
with the
it right
laptop
around.
in the...
Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh. But some you change up, you know.
Yeah, you have to like spice it up a bit. Like, oh fuck, old age.
You know, sometimes when I hear of an old person, they just say, we're not going to talk about how he died, but, you know, they're giving donations to the... I shouldn't be talking... Probably somebody this week is going to die, and...
I'm sure someone...
But they're going to... No, I mean that somebody I know, and they're thinking I'm talking about them, but they'll, like, die. Yeah, well, you know, they died of heart complications, you know, when they do that. And then I always think, were they having sex or, like, masturbating? Because that's, you know, a concern.
Well, you wonder sometimes, God, the other night, our dog, we have a big Newfoundland dog, and she likes to eat at 3 o'clock in the morning because that's whatever she wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
But Brandy had guests woken up to go feed her.
Okay.
So I woke up and I saw we have a motion detector light in the front. So I saw the light was on. So like sometimes, you know, if a cat goes by or anything, and I didn't like feel to see if Brandy was next to me. So I just stood up and I'm like, and I see Molly like run from the office to the living room. I'm like, fuck, there's something there. And I go and I didn't see Brandy. And then I saw this figure and it was Brandy, but I screamed. I was like, Brandy! I scared the shit out of her. But that's always fun. I forget the point of that story.
No, we were talking about your death.
Death, yes. Oh, but my heart was beating. That's it. My heart was beating a mile. Like, I was like, God, now I know what it's like to have a heart attack.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, like, Elvis died, not your friend. Now we're talking about Elvis Presley. He died on the toilet.
Yeah.
I never knew that as a kid, because it was always heart failure.
Well, you push some of those things out of you sometimes. And, like, honestly,
I've had days where I literally think, oh, fuck, I might die in the toilet.
Yeah, I could see that happening to
There's an Ethiopian child coming out right now. Like, I'm giving birth. That's really inappropriate, isn't it?
No. It's inappropriate that they're in there. Thank God they're getting out.
But you know when the time comes that you're just kind of hanging on to stuff and
you're like
I shouldn't reveal this, but I have a thing.
Do.
When I have a really hard bowel movement,
okay,
I have to take off my glasses. I don't know if I'm like Superman or something, or I don't want to see my tears coming down. But I literally put my glasses on the thing, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
It's because real Devlin can't handle it, but superhero Devlin, who doesn't need his glasses, can push that thing through the legs.
You know, I was thinking, if we do this freehand and just talk about whatever, I don't want to talk about bowel movements. And here I am telling people that now they know if I come out of my bathroom and I have no glasses on, oh, that was a real statement.
You come out of your bathroom with your glasses crushed.
That's a really bad one. And my feet imprints into the wall. But, I might jump right in the bathtub right after that. But we were talking about death and how it would be awesome to write on the grave. I so worry about having a silly, crazy death.
Yeah, I worry about choking. Like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes, like, when I...
Well, I'm going to worry about it now, because I'm a hypochondriac, but, yeah, I know what you mean. I never take that serious, because I'm horrible when I choke. When I eat popcorn, I eat too much, and then suddenly I'm like... And as soon as, like, there's a little air duct, I put more in my mouth. And Mike's always like, would you swallow what you got?
No, but it's scary. But it's, like, so easy that, I've been eating my whole life, you know, like... But it's, like, a lot of times, like, I'll be eating and I don't know if it goes down the wrong hole or it just gets stuck.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Is there two holes? I know we always say it went down the wrong hole, but I always think there's only one hole.
That's a good question.
Yeah, we'll look into that. We need to Google our holes.
Yeah.
But, you know, imagine if you get, like, you hear about people who are on the highway driving and then, like, somebody's tire gives out and then you suddenly become that guy.
Yeah.
Here's your whole life. You know, he did a podcast, he did improv, but he died because he got hit in the face by a tire. And that's all they think of. Like, that's how he died.
Yeah.
Forget his life because you had a silly death, you know, like paper airplane hits you in the eye and hits your eyes. Okay, this is far-fetched, but...
No, but it's true. It's
choking, that's freaking me out now.
Yeah,
especially when you're by yourself.
Well, I always think of, like, what would I do? So I'd run over to my neighbors, I assume, would, like, just throw myself at them.
You do that anyhow here.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess...
Well, if you can drive down here, I'll get it out for you. It might be a long drive.
If I was driving and eating... I would try to smash into a car in front of me so that it would, like, my stomach would hit the wheel.
See, I wouldn't know. See, if you started choking here, like I was in the other room and I heard you choking on your water, I would probably don't know how to do the Heimlich maneuver, but you're
gonna have to learn pretty fucking fast.
Yeah, would you trust me doing it?
Well, I don't have many options. I don't have whatever. Well, I could die or let Devlin try the Heimlich.
But would you think, oh my God, if I die right now, he's probably still going to be doing the Heimlich maneuver for a little while.
No, you probably won't stop doing the podcast. You'll be like, well we've had a complication. Yeah, that's true. The show must go on, right?
So you cannot choke on food for the next couple of weeks, because if I air this and...
Oh yeah, no kidding.
This is one of those episodes I'll have to pull, and I don't want to do that.
No, definitely. I
don't know. I've heard everything from eat bread to... I wish we were more informed.
I feel like
because all we're talking about is how horrible it is. But
I feel like bread would make it worse, no?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's so dry. But maybe that's what you need.
I don't know. Please do not try this at home.
Don't listen to us.
I'd hate if someone's choking right now at home, and how ironic it would be if they're like...
Despite my beard, I am not a doctor. So, despite I have a beard doctor going on,
the beard doctor,
I am not one.
All right.
Devlin is not a doctor either.
No. Chew your food right now if you're eating. And I promote you eating while you listen to this, because I think you should do something. We're drinking water.
We are drinking water.
So please do not choke. And we have another break, believe it or not. These just fly by. I figure we could do this every week, and then, like, we could talk so much that we could probably do shows in advance.
Oh, my God. This one covered bowel movements.
Oh, let's not talk about the bowel movements again. I can't believe I went there. Every once in a while, there's some stories I won't go to. Like, in the bathtub, I said, I have a really inappropriate story now, and I actually stopped myself. I said, no. Nobody has to know everything in my life. But I probably would tell people.
What is your inappropriate bathroom?
I'm not. It's really inappropriate.
Okay,
I'm actually like getting red here. We're gonna take another break.
I'm gonna get the story between the break. No, there's gonna be no. It's not happening. Well, he might hear it, but I've never shared it to anyone. Anyhow, I'm leaving now because I'm not leaving. Andrew will be only here when he comes back. Okay. Anyhow, I'm lost now. Okay, so we'll be back after this. We are back. This show is just flying along. And I'm here with Andrew Hops. Is third time the charm? You having a good time? Do you like the freestyle? It's great. It's a nice style to do, just to sit and chat. And
what I like about it is that we literally don't have an agenda. Normally we'll have a topic. And I feel that we always have to try to cram so much into that.
Yeah.
But here we just talk about anything. But I am going to avoid talking about my bowel movements. So for people who are watching, please do not.
That was great. You should. I went and saw the footprints in the bathroom. So that's why it took so long for us to get back here. It's because I was witnessing the bowel movement. I wasn't witnessing it happen.
As I try to get off the bowel movement.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's all right. Are you a fan of Batman vs. Superman? Are you looking forward to it? Or do you have who you're voting for? Or?
Well, it's not, because it's not really... Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable here.
Sorry, do you hit this chair?
No, it's okay. I love this chair.
That's why I give it to my co-host. No.
No, it looks good. It looks great. But there's not many things I'm excited about it, just because, I don't know, like...
You're not a movie fan, though. Like, you like movies.
I like movies.
You're very particular.
I'm very particular. Like,
you haven't seen Star Wars, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm kidding. The fact that we're friends and you have said that you know... You know, you have to be fucking charming or have an easel dick in order to get me to get past that. But no, I'm cool. I'm good.
I'm honestly I'm one of those, like, if I think it looks funny, I will go to it. Because I like...
Batman vs. Superman looks hilarious.
But
so dark.
There's certain movies I want to see. And if it's not on the list, it's like, I'm not going to spend the money just because it's...
Just wanted to put it out there.
Are you excited for
I got my tickets already, yes.
Oh, do you really? When does that come out? In July, isn't it?
No, Easter. Easter weekend, yeah.
It's 2 weeks.
This week, 2 weeks, yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm... You don't have to say that for me, but I'm excited about it.
I'm excited for Easter.
There you go.
I can tell you some crazy Easter-ass stories.
Oh, please.
Well...
Easter-ass stories.
I'm scared. My mom's going to listen, and she's going to freak out.
She listened to the other two.
She did.
Did she really?
She did, and she got mad that I told a certain
Gail?
story.
Was she
No, not
about Gail?
that. She was okay about that one.
What story? Don't bring it up again. Obviously, you get her pissed off again.
My mom's great. My parents are amazing.
I can put them down. I can put you as like Cameron Knobs or something.
How'd you know my real nickname? Cameron Knobs.
All right, you want to share this story?
Well, no, it's not really. It's a Easter tradition that I don't think. I honestly this is not a lie. This is not fabricated. This is
excited already.
There's an Easter tradition that happens in my family / my town in Quebec called Magog, Quebec.
Magog.
Now, the tradition is Easter morning, before everyone's listening at the end of their seats right now. What is he going to say?
I'm almost like in your lap.
It was okay. So Easter morning, before sunrise, you go get Easter water.
Easter water.
Easter water. Okay.
What's Easter water?
Easter water
is water you boil the eggs in?
No. Easter water is water that comes from a running, has to be a running river, or it has to be, it can't be just like a pond. So
a river, something that moves.
Something that moves, right? And
so the family goes out to get this?
We get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go get Easter water.
Okay.
And now what I say is, maybe it does in the Catholic skin, because it's a Catholic tradition in my small town. Because there's people there. There's not just my family. However, my mom had 15 siblings, so it could be her, extended family. It could be cousins. Yeah. I don't know, because there's so damn many of them.
Well, there's a river in the Ten Commandments. Maybe it is the Christian thing.
You know what? And I do remember my dad Googling it and thinking there was some connection to something. But anyway, so the tradition is, you get up, and it has to be before the sun comes out in the morning. And you get Easter water. Now, so that's one of the traditions.
What do you do with Easter water?
I don't know.
So there's nothing you do with it? You don't bathe in it?
I will take a photo, because I might be going to Quebec for Easter this Christmas. This Christmas.
You going to download some of my episodes to listen on the way out there?
Damn right I am.
Okay,
I'll listen to this one. I have from, I think, 1995. I have Easter water in a jar from 1995.
Nice.
In my drawer at home. And
keep it from the mosquitoes. That's West Nile right there.
Yeah, no kidding. That's where all this West Nile is from. The
Andrew started it. Okay.
From my family in Magog.
You got to show me your water. If I
will
go to your house.
I will. All of a sudden, I'll bring a photo. But so another tradition is, if you stare at the sun, it dances or shimmers.
Okay.
But I also think that one is just because you're staring at the sun and burning your retina.
Have you seen it dance?
Yeah, well, I've seen it dance.
Don't do this during an eclipse.
And these are all things you should not do at home, by the way. Don't look at the sun for too long if you don't want to get sick.
No.
And the third one, I used to do this as a child, was I would, for whatever reason, I would watch Jesus of Nazareth.
Okay.
Which is an 8-hour fucking movie. Why? I don't know. But every Easter I had to watch
8 hours of your life?
Hours! This movie. And
couldn't be 8 hours.
I swear, it is 8 hour long.
Maybe it's one of those movies that feels 8 hours.
No, it is literally 8 hours.
It's like mini-series then.
It's a mini-series.
Okay, I'm sitting there. That's a hell of a fucking movie.
Well, it's the whole, what's it called? The
Life of Jesus and the
whole Easter, the fudge sacks.
You watch this every year and you still can't describe what...
Well, no, the Passion. It's the whole Passion. Right?
Okay, the Passion.
So, But it's 8 hours, and when I was a kid, for whatever reason, I had to watch this Easter movie. So
You haven't watched it in a while, though. You're not going to watch it this year?
I can't. I don't think I could.
Why don't you just watch it like an hour a night?
I don't think. Honestly, I can't. Like,
really? So you never enjoyed this movie? You just felt
no,
you
I
had to do
never.
it.
Why? I don't know why. I felt like I would go to hell or something if I didn't.
So
watch
if you don't go to your parents, you're not going to have the urge to run out to a river and...
No, you know what?
Are you going to do that tradition?
As weird as that tradition is, I do enjoy it. And as much as I love Christmas, Easter, there's something special about Easter for me. And it was, my parents made Easter amazing. Like, honestly, I can honestly say that my parents and my whole family, like, we had some nice traditions. Like, there's just...
They sound like wonderful people from it. Whenever you talk about them, I can see you have like a glistening in your face. You know?
I'm really...
Eyes, not your face, your eyes.
No, my whole face. I didn't wear any makeup today, so... But, no, it's, like, honestly, the memories, just memories in general, but, like, they did amazing things when we were kids, like, for Easter, that just made it so special that every time I think of Easter, it's like a happy spot. It's like Christmas too.
That's
right?
good, because you'll probably, like, when you have kids, you'll do the same things, or take the best of, you know.
Yeah.
Because usually, you know, people who have good memories about that will want to carry that on. And
yeah. Sorry to get on an Easter rant.
No, that's good. Easter's coming up.
Yeah.
And, you know, this will air before Easter, so that's good. It wasn't a rant. You were fucking river thing again. Or, the Jesus of Nazareth.
Well, that was my own. That was like my own penalty I gave myself.
Yeah.
An 8-hour penalty. I don't know why.
Maybe your penance.
Oh, frig.
Isn't there penance?
Another weird tradition I'll tell you about. It's not Easter, it's a Christmas one that my brother and I would do. We'd always wash the bathtub thinking that for Santa Claus.
Okay, Andrew, just because you'll take a bath in everybody's house doesn't mean Santa takes a bath in everybody's house.
For whatever reason, David and I would have to wash the bathtub for Santa.
That's nice.
It was weird.
That's a little weird.
But like I said, it's memories that make you smile.
Absolutely. You have a big grin on your face right now, and that's good.
Yeah, I do.
So, yeah, that's great. We had Easter traditions, but nothing fancy. I have nice memories of my family and stuff, but nothing like bizarro.
No, I think
anything with hard-boiled eggs and chocolate, whoever came up with that was just, sometimes I'm so bloated. Like, Mike and I don't even, do any of that anymore just because it's just, by the end of it, you're just like, I don't want to see food again.
I know.
It's a horrible mix.
Another tradition we have to do on Easter, by the way, is... Sorry, there's plenty.
No, I want to
Our day is packed. Is
watch an 8-hour movie. Well, that right there takes up most of it.
Here's another one. We have to watch The Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd.
What a double bill.
One of my favorite movies is The Great Outdoors with John Candy. If you've seen it,
long time ago.
The people who are listening who haven't seen it, watch it. It's so funny. It's so good. But the reason we watched that is because on the old VHS tape, before that was an Easter Bugs Bunny special. So we would watch that and then always fall asleep on the couch, and then The Great Outdoors would play.
And then I think you told that story.
I don't know.
I like it. Well, tell it again.
On Easter,
you may have told me.
I think I might have told you.
And I thought that was wonderful. That's great.
So we always watch The Great Outdoors. So now we don't even watch...
Bugs Bunny didn't even hold...
we don't watch The Bugs Bunny at all now. Like if we're at home, we put on The Great Outdoors because I think it's more the spring. It's like everything's new.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole element of Easter that I really love. It's like new birth.
New
birth.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
We have watched the Ten Commandments before, but we'd have to watch that crappy one on TV where it was made it. The 3-hour film is now 7 hours now because we had to put some commercials, but now we just whip it on DVD and watch the best bits. Is that sacrilegious?
No, I don't think there are best bits in that movie, but...
Well, you don't think that's a good... That's cheesy as hell.
I know.
Yul Brynner is so doable, but I don't think you should say doable to anyone,
that's playing a religious role.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you know, I get bothered when Jesus is always hot.
Well, if you watch Jesus of Nazareth, the actor
He'd
who
have
played,
to be hot.
Well,
to
the
be
actor who played Jesus legit was like, wow. Like, I remember when I was a kid, like anything you can imagine what Jesus would look like, he looked like. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I can't even think of who the actor is now.
Did I ever tell you when they sent Jesus over to me to win me over in this cult?
What? I'm sorry.
Are
we having the same conversation?
I don't know when it was. Maybe about 50. No, it's way 20 years ago. Anyhow, I worked at this place, and this woman was not a Catholic. It was like a weird church. I don't know what it was, but they had an Easter show, and she invited me to the Easter show. And I found out later from a friend who worked with her, like they had the same office, that he heard a phone call and her priest actually called up and said she wasn't recruiting enough. This is after I saw the show, because they were recruiting people into the church.
Oh.
So I saw the church, and they did like the Last Supper, and they did the crucifixion. Then the play just went absolutely bug nuts. I swore the doors were locked. I don't know. I probably told this story again, but here, enjoy it again.
Oh, I haven't heard.
Sirens were coming, like they were showing, like, you better be on the right side when the apocalypse comes and the rapture. They had these sirens, lights, strobe lights, and all this chaos
Did you
going
think the
on.
rapture was happening?
I thought they had locked the doors and something was going to happen to me. So anyhow, when the play was over, this woman comes over to me. And through the play, I kept saying, that could be the hottest Jesus I ever thought. Like, I didn't say that out loud. But I thought, fuck that Jesus is hot. I apologize if you're a Christian. I totally believe in God and that, but sorry. But I was thinking he was amazing.
He was an attractive person.
So anyhow, this woman comes over and she's like, oh, did you enjoy our play? And I wanted to say, yeah, up to that point where I felt like I was like spiritually raped, kind of. It was horrible. I felt so guilty because the sirens and like, yes, where do I sign up? You know, I better be on the right side. And then this woman talks to me, and I'm kind of really wanting to leave, and I see the doors are opening, and the play was over, and I said, well, you know, I'll think about it, but maybe I'll come back. Because she was kind of like, well, you should come back for a Sunday service and stuff. I was just trying to get out of there.
Oh, yeah.
And she gave me some pamphlets, and I go, oh, thank you, and I was very polite, but I'm like, please, just let me to the door. Then she goes off, and I'm getting my coat and stuff like that together, and I see her talking with Jesus, and literally Jesus comes over. So I get the feeling she sensed I was gay and thought a guy would have a better chance, and they literally sent hot Jesus to talk to me, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna be joining this church so fast. And the same thing happened to me when I went to a gym. They did that tactic.
Jesus came to you?
No, but they had a hot girl take me on the tour, and they literally, like, paraded me into, like, the locker rooms where literally there's naked guys changing.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, to the gym, and I think she was looking at my eyes in the mirror. And then the next thing I know, okay, well, I'm going to leave, but Chad's going to come and talk to you. And this gorgeous guy comes, and I said, I can't believe the church just used the same thing. So I talked to Hot Jesus, said, you know, great performance. Like, what do you say? And then I said, oh, my God, they totally tried to, like, win me over. Like,
that must
even
have been
though
scary though, with like the whole like.
I was in a very vulnerable place, so
Yeah.
I could see how they get people, because they also had like the priest who was like a reformed biker who I think was in jail, and you could see there were people like, oh, if he can be saved, so could I.
Yeah.
And it was very moving and touching, and I thought if I was even more vulnerable, I might have fallen for it, you know, but. You know, I didn't ask gay Jesus out or anything. So.
Well, you should.
He wasn't gay. He was just good looking.
You should Google this Jesus of Nazareth so you can see what he really looks like. You will, because he really looks like the.
Well, I got a lot to Google. I got check out Jesus of Nazareth, choking, things to do to choke. I almost feel we should do that to end the show, like to find it on Google right now. No.
Oh.
Because I'm worried for people now who are choking, because we're hilarious, and they might choke.
Oh, that's true.
You know, a Werther's Original or whatever my fans suck on while they're listening to the show. Sorry, did I say that? But, because I feel we should be more informative. Wrap it up with some, be entertaining for a bit. I'm going to look up what we should do. Because you didn't know, too, right?
Yeah,
So
what you should do.
I've totally just opened my calendar. So, as you can see, I'm very savvy on the computer. So, now I've got like 8 things opening. But let's find out what we got here.
That's all right. I was funny because when you were talking to me about being stuck in that, in the theater of the church watching all that happen, it reminded me of it's similar in the sense that I felt trapped when one time I was on a plane. This was 2 years ago, I think. Okay. And I remember felt like I'm okay flying normally. Okay. But it was we had hit a lot of turbulence, and I remember like the plane really giving it a good shake, like you're playing Yahtzee or something, and like I remember like thinking like fuck, and like I felt trapped, right? And I remember looking around. And I remember, like, I was like, when you're so lost in your own thoughts of, like, you're gonna, like, die? Yeah. That you're like, I have to talk to someone or, like, just talk. So I was watching Muppets Most Wanted. Okay. And I remember, like, I turned around and I started laughing really loud at, like, this movie. I'm sorry I just spit on you.
That's okay, I like it.
And I just remember, like, hey, these people must think I'm fucked because I'm watching Muppets Most Wanted. And I'm like, like pointing at the screen, but like that was my coping mechanism to deal with that. I don't know how that related to your story.
No, it was that's good though. I asked you to be charming, and you were.
Well, it wasn't very charming. Let's be honest.
I have to thank you because you actually said that you actually took me on a flight with you to have a soothing voice.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Podcast, Devlin's podcast, is a wonderful thing.
You can say other people's too.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's 2 podcasts that I listen to. It's Devlin's
Yeah, that one.
And Jim Richards, who's on News Talk 1010, who does a podcast as well. But it's his show that's on the radio that condensed into one. Nice. And I honestly will cross between the both of you, especially on the long drives to Quebec. It's nice to have segmented listening things.
No, that makes me feel nice because and I feel like I travel more because I don't travel enough.
You've been in my parents' house.
I've been to Las Vegas with you. I've been to Quebec. You take me everywhere. I like that. Okay, so here we go. I went to Travis Stork because I kind of get hard for him too. He's pretty hot. Not this picture though.
Dr. Stork.
You don't know Travis Stork? He was like a Bachelor contestant, then he's now actually like. He's actually a doctor, but okay. But he's famous because he's probably hot. He's on that show, The Doctors. Okay, let's see. They say here, but depending on how much of your airway is blocked, coughing might not work. Oh, they suggest coughing. Oh. That would be... Sorry. I'm coughing. I'm not doing anything to Andy right now. Coughing may not work. In that case, you need to self-administer abdominal thrust. Ooh, doing it to yourself. Try that.
I have to pee, so it's not really. I'm not sure what end is going to come out. Or
I don't know. Okay, so we won't do that. I'll thrust you later. We'll practice the Heimlich maneuver on each other before you leave.
Oh, on the back of a chair. I have heard that. I do remember.
Looking for a stationary back of chair and push the area just above your navel.
Oh, yeah.
That's your belly button, right? Right. Okay. Against several times. Well, that's good. They give you hope that you're going to be around for several thrusts. This puts pressure on your diaphragm, pushing air out of your lungs, hopefully with enough force to dislodge the object. I'm going to also throw in don't panic. Because if you're panicking, you can't think of this. So anyhow, there's a little bit. Look it up. I wanted to be informative today, and you got me freaking out now because I know tomorrow Mike's going to leave for work. I've got the day off, and I'm going to be like, choke on some, peanut brittle or something.
Well, that would kill me regardless. It's my allergy.
Oh, yeah, you're allergic to everything.
I don't know, yeah.
Thank God you're not allergic to me. Hey. So that means I can have you back on another show.
Always ready for another dose of Devlin.
Are you?
If I'm invited, I hope I make it to 12.
What would
year.
you do to keep Josh off? So, because Josh
I
is
will
most
get
likely
I will
tie
get Josh
your...
off any way he wants me to get him off, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, if you want another show, you're going to have to say that about me. No, I'm just kidding. Anyhow, no, because Josh is probably going to have another one. So
Josh
you guys
is
will be
but you know
tied
what?
for a while,
Josh is a wonderful
I
person.
know. I'd love to have you, but that would be chaos to have all three of us here.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
We'll go.
We
We
probably
talked
never
about
make
this. I
it.
think we
There'd be
talked.
like hour
Someone's
breaks.
going skiing. Remember? Someone's going skiing. I don't know
Oh,
who it
yeah,
is.
okay, we'll leave it on that now. Andrew, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And
Thank you for listening, everyone out there.
sharing all your wonderful Easter stories. I'm sure many people are going to run to the river this year because of you.
Don't fall in, and if you're choking, soak it up.
And
'Cause
everybody you see is somehow related to Andrew.
Yeah. Oh, he
Yeah.
must be Andrew's cousin.
Anyhow, so thank you for listening, and I will be back to talk to you next week.